Yo, we back again. Another episode of Day to Day Talks, man. I'm so fortunate to have such amazing entrepreneur with me, man. Just here, man. Yo, introduce yourself, man. I ain't cause I'm gonna go in, man.
For starters, thank you for having me. I'm Larry at Brooklyn or Bust Jewelry, and I'm just here to catch the vibe and have good conversation, man. But yeah, follow me on Instagram, B_K_B_B_K_1, BKB1.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it right at the bottom of the screen, so y'all don't worry about it. I got
the link.
get the edits in there. Get the edits in there. Yo, man, how you doing, sir?
Everything is blessed, man. I'm happy to be spending my Saturday being productive, so it's good.
That's what it is, man.
Yes,
So, yo, man, tell us how. First of all, tell us how you got into jewelry. Like, where the love of jewelry came from at first.
So it all started. I knew this young lady that used to sell Buddha charms, and I was a consistent customer of hers. And for like 2 to 3 months, man, I would always buy like just Buddha charms from her. And every time I wore them, people would always like compliment me. And after a while, it turned into like me just giving them away as gifts. And as the universe would have it, as time went on, I ended up bumping in / finding a distro that sells jewelry and stuff like that, and that's really it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's one of those things where if they say if our destinies is written already, I think I'm just following it, because that's really what happened. Like, it wasn't nothing to do with nobody else. I sold Buddhas for like maybe like a year. I sold nothing else, just Buddha charms for a year. Like, to the point where even my connect was like, yo, it's other stuff in here. Like, you don't want to sell nothing else? I'm like, nah. And then like as time went on, man, it just evolved into everything that you see now. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. So for the people out there don't know, you from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
So what's like the influence? How much? Because you got BK in front of everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Even my son's name is Brooklyn.
Wow.
Yeah, even my son's name is Brooklyn. Really, what it is, if you know the origins of me, I used to be part of a clothing brand. And a lot of people know me for a signature shirt called Viva La Brooklyn. So the Brooklyn thing just always kind of.
Yeah.
And like they say, man, anywhere you go in the world, if you ask, is Brooklyn in the house or whatever like that, somebody gonna be from Brooklyn.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
No matter where you at, you could be anywhere on the globe,
us.
somebody gonna be from Brooklyn.
Nah, that's what's up. So with everything going on, how was that transition from the fashion to, I guess, jewelry fashion?
The transition from fashion to jewelry is so interesting, because all of the spaces I wanted to be in when I was doing the clothes, I wouldn't get in, or I wouldn't have access to it. And from the time I started doing the jewelry, the minute I added the jewelry styling aspect to things, that's when I started getting in all of the spaces that ideally I wanted to be in while doing the clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, nice.
So it's like the jewelry is still, I still get to be around everything fashion because of the jewelry.
Right. So it put you in different rooms.
It put me in different rooms, but not because of clothes.
Right.
Ideally, when I first started, I wanted that to be the thing. I thought that was going to be the thing.
Yeah.
But as time went on to jewelry, like that's where I'm at with it, man. Like,
nice. So how much of Brooklyn is an influence in like your style of what you wear? Because you don't just do jewelry.
Right.
You're a stylist. So
Correct.
You also style. So speak on that and how that tie in. Like, a lot of people don't know.
So what people don't know is accessories, believe it or not, play a major part in your outfit. Like, you could have a basic outfit, but the accessories will turn it up. So basically, I'm just more so in a space where I just want men to accessorize more and wear more, for lack of better words, I'm gonna say jewelry, because I want to say the word jewelry, but like the times we in now, jewelry is not what it used to be, meaning like I sell pieces that aesthetically will look good on a person / client. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the styling part of it, like I said, if I didn't do the styling or add the styling to the jewelry, I would just be somebody else that just sell jewelry.
Right.
So I gave myself that title. Nobody gave me the jewelry styling title. I came up with that on my own.
Right.
But that's all real. Part of the growth. If you're doing something, you want to be able to elevate in it. So it's like you're doing this podcast. Eventually, you might want your own studio space. You might want merchandise. You might want to get more quality guests.
Yeah.
So it's just basically the styling part just came with me just pouring more into something that almost seemed like a one-way thing where like, because if I just sell jewelry online, I'd just be like every other jewelry person just selling jewelry.
Right.
So the styling was just, as they say in business, like an upsell. You know,
I got you.
In doing that and claiming, I realized that it's something that's really missing. Because now even when I look at like videos and stuff like that, or like people that's even trying to build a brand, you know, they might have the dance moves, they might have the greatest quality camera, but then the key elements that you know that catch people's eyes, which is jewelry, is missing. And we can't even no longer say whether it's real or fake, because when you do the history, a lot of your favorite rappers, it's not what you think now. So
yeah, about that, because me and it's funny, me and Rich had a conversation about that earlier today, about jewelry, and it was one particular like prominent like celebrity that was just out there. He just said, he's like basically like my whole career, like I didn't wear any jewelry that was jewelry. I wore accessory pieces, because I was selling a lifestyle. How much of that do you see now? People and clients coming to you now saying basically, yeah, I like this, but there's something that I want that looks like this, or could you find something that looks like this? You get a lot of that, or like even with yourself, they'll see a piece on you, they'll be like, yo, but that piece you got, let me get that. Like I get that of you right now.
Well, I've definitely sold pieces off. Like some people, you know what's so crazy? My answer to that question is, it's funny that we use that analogy, like me taking the jewelry off. So for a lot of people, jewelry, what people don't realize, it's more of a symbolic meaning. So somebody might be like, well, why would I buy the jewelry off you when I could just go buy it? Well, there's jewelry is sentimental value. You know what I mean? Like there's people I've done shoots with, and I'll be like, yo, put this piece of jewelry on, and they'll have jewelry on already, and they'll be like, yo, I'm not taking this off because it's sentimental to me. And it ain't no 24 karat, it ain't nothing from Jacob the jeweler, nothing like that. It's just, again, somewhere along the lines, the disconnect came when people say what they wearing and what they not wearing without realizing that jewelry is about sentimental value, man. It's like when somebody give you something, depending on what it is, like you're gonna value it if it came from a place of love or somebody that you value. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, and that's important. I think each piece, like, because usually when I pick my jewelry, I usually pick based on like my personality. I'm not a gaudy guy, so like I wear subtle things. So you know, I like to kind of like be well versed as well, but I do have my day to day kind of, no pun intended, favorite pieces that I like. You know, I go to naturally. So far as the connection with that, right?
And not to cut you off, let me add one more thing too. I think one of the things that's going on right now in society is that there's a space for everybody. If you like fine jewelry, there's a space for you. If you like stainless pieces, there's a space for you. If you like gothic pieces, there's a space for you. And then there's Larry with his brand, that if you like aesthetics, I am here for you. And the way the world is going is like, people don't care. Like, you're gonna look crazy. You come in with a big chain in today's society. People not checking for that no more. That was cool. Like when we was growing
it's
up.
like a regular day at the store.
You go on the spot now with a Cuban chain that's real, and a guy standing next to you got on 2 Buddha charms. The guy with the 2 Buddha stainless steels might get more. Because again, they go back to symbolic.
Right.
People see the Buddha charm, they attach it to good energy, good zen. You got your Cuban chain on, and it's big. They gonna look at you like, man, you just look just like what I'm used to seeing growing up. Like, I'm not even into that no more. You know what I mean? So
it's past. What do you see far as like this generation? Because I like me, you know, I don't call people out because I really don't care enough. But you know, I see the guys and they got their little street name on the bust down with a million stones, and I'm like, in my head, I'm one of those people. I'm a visual person, so every time I see something, I'm like, you know, back in the days, it's like, yo, how much you wanted that person pay for that? Because you always worry about that, like, you not worry like far as worry, but you always wonder, I don't know how much they pay for it. But now in society, now how you said it, you can get something that's your personality, and you might be a gaudy, flashy person. You don't have to pay a whole, $1,000 per stone, you know, kind of situation like back in the days.
And again, with back in the days, like I said, you know, I tell people too, like, a lot of artists back then, they were still. Let me say this. It's not really, the jewelry is not fake.
I don't like that word.
Yeah, it's not fake. It's stainless, and then it's 925 gold. So basically, when people say, yo, what do you sell? I say, I sell where the stock market open at. The stock market opens at gold and silver every day. Not 14 karat, not 24 karat, not 18. It's just gold and silver. And that is the 925. That is what I sell. So at the end of the day, you kind of realize that we've been programmed the wrong way. So what people are calling fake is what they banging that bell with in the morning, every morning that you get up.
Wow.
So you start to realize how disconnected our culture is to what's really going on.
Wow.
You can say fake 1,000 times. The money I get, that shit come real.
Exactly.
And then you start to realize too that some of these people that said what they ain't gonna do, bro, people shop what they can afford, what's in their means.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you ask me right now, yo, what kind of car you want, Larry? I could name 6, 7, 8 luxury cars that I want. But then the reality is, when I go look at my bank account, what can I afford? But they're not gonna say that because, of course, in a group of people that sound good, saying, yo, I want to go get that bust down, or I want to go get that, and it sound good.
Right.
But then when you walk off from that conversation, who's really going to do what?
That's a
you know.
fact,
I just want, like, in urban culture, I just want, like, I sell people being comfortable with themselves. And that was hard to do because, again, I come from a culture where people telling you all day long what they don't want to wear, what they ain't doing. I don't wear no fake shit. Y'all still running around here with fake Cubans. Yeah, but all that stuff still costs money.
Yeah.
I don't care what.
The money real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It still costs
what I mean?
money. And again, man, I blame it on just like a cultural issue that we constantly measure each other as the success when... Again, like I said, when you break it down, the success is at Wall Street. They open in the market, gold and silver every day. So what you running around calling fake, people making trillions of dollars off of every day.
That's a fact, man.
So I just kind of be like happy that I'm here to actually give insight. And don't get it twisted. I love what I do because I still come off on the surface like I'm one of those people that's like lost in the sauce about looking good with jewelry. But nah, like, I fully understand that this is what I need to kind of get your attention to even listen to what I got to say.
It's an eye catcher, you know what I mean? Like, most people, they going, to me, this usually always happens. And, like, it's usually, like, I reference a Pusha T line, like, because I'm different when it comes to different things, you know what I mean? To each his own. I think if you that type, that's your style, but it's a basic concept. It's like basically still on every couch at the black party, no jewelry on, but you richer than everybody.
Correct.
So you get what I'm saying? That goes into what you would want to tie into with success. So now, with that being said, and you know how the jewelry industry, first of all, we know how it's ran. Like, we know who it's ran by, we know how it's ran.
And then
you can't get around it,
right.
you know what I mean?
And then keep in mind, too, you got to figure, you take a 21, 22-year-old artist from out the hood that knows nothing about jewelry quality. He don't know if it's stainless. He don't know if it's lab moissanite diamonds or real diamonds. Yep. You take a kid that don't know that, and then you throw him in the industry. And then if you notice now, all of these people that go to like Icebox and
oh my God,
it's the label paying for all of that. So if you take a kid from 18, 19 out the hood and you give him you tell him, yo, you getting him a chain. He don't know the difference between 925 gold or real gold.
Right.
He don't know the difference between real diamonds and lab diamonds. Like,
right.
So a lot of it, like I said, man, it's just, for me, that's more like history teaching more than anything else, because I want people to break the stigma of this real or fake shit. Like,
and that's true, because even now with everybody with natural and lab, they're basically
everybody going live, bro. Everybody going live.
Nobody's buying a natural diamond.
No, everybody. The lab one got more kick to it.
It do, because the way it's produced and the way it's a whole bunch of stuff. Because you know what I mean, that's one of the things. Like, especially with stones, I was very I was very against the lab when it came out, because I didn't understand it. Because I was like, how dare you make something and tell me is a diamond?
Man,
but then you go get it appraised, and they're like, yeah, I'll buy that off you for, you know what I mean? Like,
it's real. It's people don't realize, man. I don't want to speak too much about it because I don't want them come looking at me thinking I got the money. I ain't got the money.
You got all the money.
there's a lot of money. So it breaks my heart sometimes when I see people joke about people that wear quote unquote not real jewelry, because I'm like, man, if you only got into the business of this thing, you kind of like I break it down like this, right? In most fields and most areas that people have professions, right? Like me with jewelry, it don't get stale, it don't spoil. I ain't got to throw it out at the end of the night. I could have a piece today and I could sell that shit next year for the same price that I'm selling it today. So that's why I be like, yo, I don't understand where the jokes be coming from. So it's like the jokes that people crack about stuff like that. I sit back and I used to get upset about it, but in understanding, it's like a filter system. Like once you understand / I understand, this is why I love these type of conversations, because now in turn I get to add perspective, and if I could change one or two people mindset of how it's supposed to go, then I'm happy doing that, man. But
and it's the education behind it. It's like me, I don't knock. That's why, like, you know, when we met at you know what I mean, shout out to Mike Black,
Best Fly,
Mike Black. Shout out, man. Great event. Actually, he got another one coming up July 14th. So shout out to Mike Black.
That I will be a part of again, sponsoring, giving
definitely a sponsor on that. We'll have that. You know what I mean, it'll be at Best Stop Fly, Ralph Avenue. I can't remember the exact number. I used to be good at these things, but as I get older, just Google Best Stop Fly on Fulton Street, and it'll pop up. So yeah, with that, and even like our conversation meeting, and you were like, you know, I sell accessories. I was like, no, you're a jeweler.
Yeah. And
you definitively told me, no, I'm not. No, you're a jeweler. But then you thought about it, and you're like, but wait, I am.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? In that conversation, man, I'm getting the chills. Even like you can see, I'm getting the chills talking about it. I got. There's still a part of me that feel like how everybody else feel. When I say that, meaning like because I don't sell 14 karat pieces, that was one of the reasons why I try to like not promote that too tough. But in having that conversation, what it did do was how the universe worked funny. So as I'm sitting here right now, I could tell you like I'm adding 14 karat pieces to the brand.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I'm adding 14 karat pieces to the brand, man.
That's how you do it.
And now I could say I feel more comfortable saying it because again, I'm just trying to grab a larger. So part of that conversation too, man, you know what it is? And I respect you for this, see, like, you got insight to certain shit. I'm so used to speaking to people that, like, I spend more time trying to even explain what's going on than anything else. Like, I don't even get time to say, like, oh, I'm a jeweler. It's just kind of like, is it real? Is it fake? Like, I'm so busy used to defending that aspect of it that it was nice to kind of meet somebody that had, like, that gave that perspective. Because, again, it was more so the defensive side, if I'm being transparent.
No, absolutely.
It was more so the defensive side of it because, again, in our culture, it's like somebody else might say, well, how you a jeweler? You ain't got no real jewelry and them type of shit like that. It was an interesting moment when you said it. Like, it gave me a little bit more perspective. Because again, when you're the person doing it, you constantly working, you constantly trying to build, and you constantly trying to elevate that. Sometimes you don't even stop to kind of think about what the perception is or what the reality is to somebody else.
Right, exactly.
Because like I definitely look like a jeweler.
Yeah. I'm saying, man, listen, man, in the fashion and all the stuff you tie in to that is also establishing, because one thing I've always taught people, you know, through the years is like, yo, don't sell yourself short. Because it's the same way we move in and out of different rooms and different spaces, you're going to come in contact with different people. And everybody's not upfront with what they do, because sometimes, even with me, I walk into somewhere, like, I'm not about to be like, yo, well, I do.
Right. You're not about to run your resume down.
It's like it's exhausting. I just want to chill. I'm a civilian. Like, I like to be a civilian because I learn more. So when I'm in these settings, I never have to worry about explaining anything because I'm a civilian. I'm just here. I'm here to hear what you got going on. Because usually the loudest person in the room is usually the person that's usually you're giving up intel that I don't know why you're giving it up, but it's self-validating for you. I don't have anybody that's a millionaire, billionaire. They walk into rooms, they don't gotta say it. You gotta say it. You know it. No, like, again, back to the jewelry line. It's like all of this is additions that I choose to. Some days you wake up, you're like, I don't feel like doing no jewelry.
Yeah.
I'm going outside.
Yeah.
I'm going to the store. Doing my Crocs, doing my foam runners.
Oh, yeah, I
we just go to the store, you know what I mean? What I care about. So yeah, man, and it's awesome that the level of transparency that you're presenting, because I always want to make teachable. Like, I never want to come out I don't do things I don't enjoy. You know what I mean? If it's no self-gratification for me, like, I gotta enjoy what I'm doing. So that's another reason why, like, it's funny because you're like one of the first people that's like not an artist, a music artist per se, that I got on the show that we can talk about non-music things. So, but jumping into that, since we are, you know, heavily, shout out to Go Ink Studios, man, Rich the Engineer, Bones.
Yeah, shout out to the gang,
definitely dope. Gotta get Bones on the show real soon. I like his music. So we're definitely into that.
But music, that's the thing too. Music and jewelry is at that point, whether you want to call it real, it don't even matter no more. Like it's tied in.
Is it real or fake music?
Right. And what I want to say to the artists that come to me to get styled, right? I get a lot of artists that come to get styled, and sometimes I put things on them and they say, and now I'm even include you in this.
Okay.
As a brand, right? I meet artists that say stuff like, yo, that's too much. That's too loud. That's too much for me. Now, playing devil's advocate, the flip side of the coin is you're an artist. You want to be seen. You must stand out. If you enter in a venue as an artist and you don't have at least top 3 loudest jewelry in the room, with all due respect, unless you want some like J. Cole type, Kendrick Lamar shit, and I don't get those type of artists that's coming looking for pieces.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't you, in understanding how branding works, it is in your best interest to look the part while you are out and about. I tell some of my peers, I'm like, yo, bro, you act like you keeping this shit on. Like, you not keeping it on. It's like going to work, like me. You think I want to, you know how annoyed I be when I get in the house and got to take off all these rings and bracelets and chains? It's annoying.
Right.
Ain't nobody there to help me do it. I'm just putting on my own stuff. But I understand that the first thing people see is presentation, bro.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to get it off the ground or out the mud, nobody not supporting nothing that look just like, you gonna look at me and be like, nigga, we both broke. Like, what you? So there's the element of you have to look like the artist that you want to be. It's like saying it before it happened. You just like the Migos. That's why in all of them, they'll tell you like, yo, our stuff wasn't quote unquote real in the beginning. Right. But you gotta sell it, because if you go on stage looking like somebody in the crowd, nobody gonna care.
You gotta look like money.
You gotta look like money to make money.
That's it. That's the simple
So
concept.
it's like, I love artists and I love people that got brands, but listen, man, you better start. Part of my success is me looking the part before I even got there. All of the stuff I wear, I tell straight, is 925 stainless pieces. Like, it ain't nothing from Jacob the jeweler, nothing like that. And I'm getting it popping right now.
Yeah, I see you out here.
So it's like, and I look at myself like I represent everything they say don't do. They might say, don't wear oversized cargo pants. They might say, yo, don't wear pink or red diamonds in your jewelry. Bro, I do all of that. Yeah. And the women love it. I don't get dressed up to come outside for no men. I get dressed up for the women. I like when a female go, hey, I like that bracelet. Can I get it off you and all of that? Yeah. Because again, that's me appealing and not looking like everybody else in the spot.
That's a fact. And that's important, man. I think those kind of things and principles, like, people don't follow. Like, a lot of time we try to do it for our peers. You should be doing it for people that don't know you, never seen you before, you ain't never meet.
I go a step further and add to that. So coming from the age group and demographic we come from, right? I meet a lot of dudes that be like, yeah, back in the days I used to have my big chain and all of that. But when you break it down, they had those chains and they was just trying to impress the niggas next to them. Let's be honest.
Pretty much.
They wasn't like you didn't get no big chain because you was trying to sell something else, or you was you was getting it to shit on the person next to you.
Yeah, like, you got that, I'm gonna get this next week.
Yeah, saying. Like it. So
we used to do it though. We used to run downtown back on layaway days.
Yeah. So
get your joint on layaway. You like, yeah. Oh, you got your first. Oh, I'm about to get mine. Oh, but wait till I get mine.
Correct. So now, with that being said, I meet dudes that say to me, yo, man, because of you, I started wearing jewelry again. Not the jewelry they was on before, but jewelry
it should
again.
mature, yeah.
Because, again, when you was younger, you wasn't doing it for you was just doing it to stunt on the nigga next to you.
Right.
So I'm glad, like I said, man, I'm just glad that we're in a time where, like, there's a space for everybody. And I'm not mad at nobody. Whoever want to wear real jewelry, by all means, there's a space for you. But understand that there's a pocket of people that just appreciate something that look nice.
And those that know how to make it look like something. You know what I mean? Like, let it match your swag in terms of, like, I ain't just jumping out the crib and I got, you know what I mean? I got the ball shorts on with the white tee. And these Nike slides, and I just got this chain on this bust down on. It's like, bro, at least make it match. Like, and that's why I tell people, like, even when you like accenting pieces, like even now, if you notice, like most of like Movado, like David Yurman, Tiffany's, they get into accessory pieces. Like,
well, let me tell you this:
it's crazy.
All high-end brands sell accessories.
Oh, absolutely.
And they all have, like anything else, majority of them have stainless steel pieces.
Oh yeah.
Now some of them I realize now some of them definitely moved over to 14 karat.
Oh yeah.
But that just go to show you though. But for a long time it was just stainless, and it still is.
Stainless pieces.
It's still, if you go look at Bottega and all of them, a lot of the pieces are stainless pieces. You paying for the name.
There you go.
And that's why, like, I'm at a point where, like, I just want to keep building my brand because I understand the more equity the brand has, the more you could charge for items.
There you go. Well said. Yeah. Well said. So, you know, we definitely do a segment here. I'm gonna switch it up a little different. So it's basically top 5, but it's not your typical top 5. It's your top 5 on a sports team. So you're familiar with basketball. So you got 5 positions on the court. Right. So of these 5 positions, both dead or alive, you can pick an artist. You have to explain why you would put the artist in that position.
As well, like an artist that's point guard.
Exactly.
Who's power forward.
Exactly.
Who's
but
center.
for you can mix it up and you can put your favorite brands in if you want. So however you want to do it, you can mix it up. You can do artists and your brands. Since we're talking about jewelry, you can do jewelry brands or you can just do brands in general since you're a stylist. So let me, I'm going to let you cook on that.
Seeing that it's usually like a hip-hop show and people tune in for that, I'm going to go top 5 artists.
All right, cool.
I want to step into your world a little bit.
All right,
top 5 artists. Point guard. I'm taking Fab as point guard.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's somebody that he's able to transition with the time. He could do records with the young people, with the older people. It don't matter. He got like a good flow,
OG
good pocket. Yeah.
All over, yeah.
At center. Dead or alive, you said, right?
Yeah, dead or alive, don't matter.
At center, gotta be Big, man.
Okay.
Big is,
okay. That's a popular center.
Yeah, he's a standout. Fab, Big. Who else I rock with?
So you got shooting guard, small forward, power forward.
Yeah. Damn, this is good. I like the way you phrased it, though.
I try.
Like,
you know what I mean?
That's good
I
because
a little versatility on it. You know,
it take away you just saying 5 people and just for no reason.
Nah. we want GM level thinking. We want you to think like an owner.
Definitely Dr. Dre. But to me, Dr. Dre would be like a coach on the sidelines.
Okay, we can add one. We'll put a coach.
Yeah, we can
put a coach. We can do a coach.
Dr. Dre, man, you got, because you know what it is, man? I'm like stuck between, like I say that the generation that we born in, we that glitch in the matrix. Like, I got to see the rise of Jay-Z be a real nigga, and then I got to see 6ix9ine dominate and not be real at the same time. Like, we got wedged in between, man. We got both. Like, so things that are like acceptable now are like, we wasn't accepting of it, but it's kind of like acceptable.
Right.
But to go back to that, obviously Fab, Big, obviously Jay-Z at the power forward.
Okay. Power forward Jay-Z.
Yeah, the power forward is Jay, because he got to be next to Big. Like, it has to be, they got to play alongside.
Fire,
they got to play alongside as they were doing before he passed away, because that's what really was happening there.
Fire,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
gotta go with the boy Drake. Whether he write the records or not, I don't care.
okay.
Sound good's coming from him.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Yeah, one more.
Oh man, this is good. This is good. The last pick that I'm gonna take, man. Puffy, why you messed up your career?
I
like
know,
that,
man.
Like, why you messed up your career, man? You represented a lot of things that I thought was dope, fly,
hustle was
cool. You know, again, someone that took the hey, listen, please don't cancel me. Listen, no, I do not condone that man hitting that woman or kicking the no. But I can also not take away
the greatness of
what he's provided musically.
Yeah.
Because you know, we all have shortcomings and we all have flaws.
Nobody
and
perfect.
If some of our flaws were highlighted, trust me, we would probably be in the same predicament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, they don't have to
when they get out there.
Because I've been in situations, now I've never hit a woman, but I've been in situations where I got smacked by a female before.
Yeah.
And whether you get smacked by a guy or girl, like, you gonna want to smack somebody back. A random raw you smack.
Slapped and not
yeah, man, I definitely caught it slap before. But I'm still gonna give it the Puff because you can't change history.
Okay.
But yeah, I still like what he bought. And again, man, it's hard to take him out the conversation because he provided a lot of
it's one of those things. It's like it's a fine line. Like it's a lot of people more disappointed than actually like wanting to see him go down because it's like he just the stuff. It's like you never could outrun the things you've done. So it's like all of this, it negates all the good you've done. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it, man. We ended up having a long conversation about gifted apparel, man.
Oh, man.
Yo, it's it's one of those things again, like I said, man, and it's like people, I know sometimes people wonder like if I'm upset about it, and I'm not. Like again,
like what's your sentiment to that? Like, you know what I mean, towards the situation of without you like really going in, because you know people seeing you as the face of gifted.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, you know, you guys, you know, you had the brand really jumping, like the Viva Brooklyn. Like I ain't gonna lie, I met a girl through that. Like I had a shirt on. I had the white and red.
Yo, that was a special time.
I had, and then you gotta remember too. Oh, we'll get to that though. Like I do a little flex segments. Like you gotta definitely let them know these artists you worked with and these artists.
Oh yeah, man.
That you
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, Carmelo Anthony, Faith Evans, all of them wore that Viva La Brooklyn shirt. Again, you know, to answer that question, that was like any other highlight in life that came to an ending. I'm sure you had moments that they were the greatest time of your life, but they just no longer there. So like, for example, I look at the Gifted Apparel run as, if I could analyze it to anything, it's like public school was cool, then it was junior high school, then it was high school. All of those segments, no matter how amazing they were, no matter how much good of a run you had in those compartments, it came to an end. Just like anything, it's like you date a girl, you might think this is the woman I want to marry, this is the best relationship. And then that comes to an end. Yeah. So I don't I learned to not like harbor it as like a negative thing. I just look at it like as a chapter that I went through. So it's good. Shouts out to Kev. I'm in a great space, man. I don't
I commend that. And you know? I like, especially drama with artists nowadays. Like, I literally got a low key a cease and desist because I don't mess with somebody that I did this with. So, and so I was like, and then everybody like, man, forget that.
I say this too. It's like I had to really one day stop too and take myself out of my shoes and put myself in his shoes. And when I mean that, I mean, excuse me, you talking about two young black guys. We didn't go to school for none of this shit. He's never ran a company before. He's never had employees before. Like, I never went to marketing school. I never did branding. So
from the mud,
so my techniques that work for me, I could see how they might look like foreign language to him and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like,
that happened.
So it was just one of those things where I just look at it. We was young, man. We was young, and when I look back at it in a twisted way, like We did some dope shit.
No, y'all did some amazing stuff, man. Shout out to Gifted. Like y'all did amazing.
Yeah, like there's still brands that's in Brooklyn. I ain't gonna say nobody name because I don't want to come off like no shot. But there are brands in Brooklyn bigger than us at that time that still don't have certain looks.
No.
That still don't have it.
And this, you know what it was? And I, you know, speaking to you and speaking to Kev in different ways, it was the simplicity. Like it was always keep simple. It simple. One thing, and again, you know what I mean?
But the game changed now though. You can't do that no more. But at that time,
it was definitely keep it simple and straight to the point. Message driven this, message driven that. Of course, we're in a different day and age now where we're a lot more flamboyant and we like what we like. So now
everything now is
kids are like
everything now
killing.
Is cut and sew and stuff like that. If you're not cutting and sewing, you can forget about it. Like you gotta be in the cut and sew department. You gotta be
and I say that because it works. Like even with certain brands, it works for certain things. Now, if you have something you're promoting, and all right, I'm promoting this one thing. This is one collection. I'm promoting this one thing. Yeah, but like for longevity wise, like
longevity.
Like if it's a quick, you know what I mean, yo, bro, you know what I mean, something funny then came up, you know what I mean, I done went viral. This little da da da.
Yeah, if it's a one-off type of
you know
thing,
what I mean, like
cool.
here, let me make all
out.
this money from it.
Right.
But like to keep it a sustainable brand, that's trust me, I know firsthand. Like I know that like dig it in is like, yo, you sometimes got to be like, I can't sustain this. But like I tell people, if that's your thing. Don't give up on your thing.
Don't give up on it.
Keep going because everything comes back around.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And fix your credit. Yeah. Fix your credit and use your own credit line to do whatever you got to do.
Very important. And that about credit. And, you know, we had that conversation about, especially with credit and debt and just trying to figure out what it is you need to do. Like, like I tell people, don't go broke trying to be somebody else. At least go broke trying to be yourself.
Correct.
Because when you do that, everything like magnifies. So, you know what I mean? That's dope, man. I really appreciate you know what I mean, you taking your time and really coming on the show.
Thank you for
doing this
me,
and you know what I mean? Before you get out of here, we're going to do a Hot or Night segment. Episode sponsored by Kung Fu Girl, Riesling, you know what I mean? Washington. Not Washington DC, but Washington, the actual state. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to them.
Yeah, it's a good smooth taste.
You know what I mean? I try to get sponsors. I have not been doing my sponsors. I do apologize to everybody that's been giving me stuff to sponsor, and I just been like,
don't worry, you gotta add me to that sponsor list.
Yeah. So we gonna
something for a female.
Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put together a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway. And
add me on that.
Let's talk. Let's link and let's do a dope giveaway.
Yeah, I'll put together a nice package.
And also again, shout out to Go Ink Studio.
Yes.
Man, Rich the Engineer, Bones. You know what I mean? Definitely got a lot of stuff in store. I know I do not do podcasts anymore. I had to get out of the realm of podcasts, so it's literally just a talk show at this point.
Right.
Because I cannot do 1,000 episodes because my time is all over the place. Yeah. So I'm realistic when it comes to that. So real quick, do a small segment on the way out. Hot or not? I'm gonna say two things. You just say one of them. You know what I mean? So let's start. We're gonna go with Hot 97 or 105.
105.
Okay. We got let's do jury base. Let's do white gold or gold.
Gold.
Okay.
Gold, yeah.
All right. Yankees or Mets?
I got Mets hat on, so I'm
about to say, because that's my team. Me and you'll be rolling around in here. I don't care if the Yankees just hit 50 games. I don't care. I'm letting y'all know. Word.
Yeah.
Day parties or night parties?
I'm getting old now, man. Day parties.
That's what's up, man. I feel you on that.
Now, when the nighttime thing, man, I went to a night party last night. I had to sleep all morning, man, just to recover.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting, especially if you got like a hangover.
Nah, for real. Your day, no boy.
Yeah, day party is definitely a better flex because I get it out the way. I could be back home early. You know? We're safe.
Exactly. All right, Drake or Kendrick?
I'm still a Drake fan. Kendrick won the battle though, but I'm still a Drake fan. Like I didn't take any music off my playlist and like that from Drake. Drake is he's one of the he's probably gonna go down as one of the greatest. It's definitely gonna be up for a debate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
his
he's
music
definitely
there. His
one of the
catalog
greatest.
is amazing.
Whether he wrote it or not, none of that won't matter.
Yeah,
man.
that won't matter. Not in these times.
He's in understanding that we all want longevity and what it is that we attach our souls to and our energy to and our time to. He has definitely maximized it times. Like I heard a stat, like he's either sold more records or like his brand is bigger than, like, you know, back in the days when they have like a label and they got like a bunch of artists and they sold a certain amount.
Yeah.
Like he's bigger than
the whole
like some of these companies' catalogs. Like he's big.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. Like you know what type of leverage that is leverage beyond like
no, I know. I've seen his contract.
It's hard to wrap your mind. That dude's attached to like maybe like 100 different brands, bro. Like just
the selling of the catalog is crazy though. The money, that's like unreal. That's lifetime. Like crazy.
Yeah, he's well off.
That's crazy. That's crazy though. Foxy or Kim?
Yo, I can't lie. I'm Foxy.
All right.
Like Foxy.
All right. So we got Jay or Nas?
Oh, come on. That's easy. It's Jay.
Brooklyn guy. I was hoping.
Yeah,
I tried to throw that in
there. That was easy.
Right.
But shouts out to. So let me say this. Now, I'm glad you said that. So now as I get more older and wiser.
You understand though.
I do understand and I do appreciate. All right, so Jay with his business, I still get like the private, closed off, not really.
Yeah.
Like I get all of the like listen to my music, take the gems, but like sometimes that's not how all of us receive information.
From a different era.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with Nas, I like the fact that a lot of his business moves, like I do appreciate the fact that you can see them.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Because again, in understanding the message that hip hop, like I go a step further and say this. So like even now, like with dating, I know it's not a dating podcast, but like for example,
it can't be. We do a little everything. I actually, you know.
I say this, right? With hip hop, this is my thing. Growing up on hip hop, all I ever heard was F women get money. Right? And even Jay, I don't love him, I'll chase him, I'll replace him, all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And as I grow older and wiser, I realize it is in your best interest to have a quality woman.
There you go. I tell people.
But hip hop culture has said, FB, get money.
Because that's what's in the meetings. That's taught to not keep families together. Yeah. And that's what they're taught.
And it's that same misconception. It's the same thing with the jewelry. It's all to like keep you behind the 8 ball.
Not knowing that your favorite artist might not have a single piece of actual
like
gold on.
Or some of these dudes.
It's all stainless.
Yeah. Or some of these dudes, like some of them that told me that, some of them even got relationships for them. Like Snoop been with his wife, Ja been with his wife.
Yeah, of course. You stay down.
But then all you hear is, can we curse on this podcast or no?
Oh yeah, we already man. We good.
Bitches, get money. MOB, that's a popular one in the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
But then you realize, like, yo, man, like I need a quality woman for this mission that I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
You need a stable partner. But this is what it's funny. I was talking to a friend. I literally just said this. Most million and billionaires, what do you notice? They got a wife. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. With the exception of like 1%.
But when you listen to hip hop, think about all the records you heard growing up. How they just
But if you rapping about this, how you telling me to do something opposite what you doing? Oh no, that's entertainment.
That's it.
You get what I'm saying? The contradiction is there. But
then the problem with that is we can decipher that, me and you.
Yeah.
What about the times that we couldn't, or what about
I definitely, my ears just got unclogged. Like
same here.
I just turned 40. My ears got unclogged like 2 years ago.
So you understand what I'm saying there.
Totally.
Fellas, if I could take a piece of, get you a quality woman, man.
There you go. That's simple.
Get you a quality woman.
And stay down.
It is needed.
It is. That's who's gonna keep you in line from doing dumb stuff. That's why I tell people, if you got somebody and they keeping you in line and you like, I'm about to do something dumb, usually they're there to prevent you from doing something stupid.
And I go a step further too. Why I say to some of my homeboys, like I got homeboys that I think they need girlfriends. Because let me tell you why.
They out here wilding.
Yeah, and on top of that, what it is with men, right? With men, when you do something silly, your homeboy gonna call you a dickhead and send you on your way.
Yep.
But if you got a quality woman, when y'all get home, she gonna say, yo, I know that shit was kind of like funny to your boys earlier, but that shit was kind of like immature.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And you need that because again, like I said, your boy, we just gonna call you a dickhead, send you on your way and laugh it off. And that's why now, like when I meet even like dudes my equal or whether, it don't matter. I just try to relate to them like, yo, man, like be mindful what you got going on.
No, that's
mindful.
That's the
very,
realest
very
statement. I tell people all the time,
what you got going on.
Don't
man.
tell me about nothing stupid you're doing if you got a quality woman at home because
it make
you look like a clown.
You
get what I'm saying? And I don't judge you. I won't call you that to your face because you're my peoples.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely gonna look at it like, yo, bro, like we all been there. You know?
We all been.
Don't take away like no, I'm not on a high horse. I'm not on a high horse. I'm just saying when you get to a certain level, you gotta establish that to say, you know what?
Yeah,
it ain't worth it. Because like if you're dealing with people with nothing to lose, typically, know who end up losing? You.
That's a fact. That is an absolute fact.
So yo, man, see, this is crazy because now I feel like I need to get you back on the show for a whole set of other subjects. So now we gotta reconvene and do all this other.
And I want to say this too. I didn't know what the topics was going to be.
Literally, this is the Seinfeld of talk shows. I have no script. I get out the car, I come up, we talk, and that's it. It's all a conversation. There's no pre-production.
There's nothing.
It's nothing. We just talk. I
seen them pull up.
That's it.
We came upstairs and hit record.
That's it. That's it. The best stuff happened organically. Most of my best times hanging out was when I had no plans. It's like, yo, we just out here.
That's real.
We start here. There's no plan. Just me here, and let's go here and go from there. But yo, man, L, I definitely appreciate you pulling up, man.
For sure.
The transparency, man. Let the people know again where they can find you. Let them know the website. So they can definitely purchase things.
The website is the link down here.
Yeah. It's down
Brooklyn or Bust, app.com. That's Brooklyn or Bust, app.com. IG, BKB, the number 1. Follow me. And like I said, we gonna have 14 karat gold pieces coming soon, like real soon, like very soon.
Nice.
By the time probably this drop, it'll probably be like
that's what's up.
2 days away. So yeah, man, make sure y'all get in tune. And like I said, I sell aesthetics. So if you need like nice looking pieces that capture what and who you represent, then you rock with me. I sell people being comfortable with themselves.
Man, listen, man, definitely appreciate you coming through again. Check him out, all the dope stuff he got coming up, the dope stuff he doing now. Appreciate you, man. Another episode, man. Day-to-day talks, man. Y'all be great.
Peace.